I would like to look at how you might get started drawing some of the interior walls in your floor plan once you've got the outline. And I'm going to use our old friend offset and also trim and extend. So here is my wall. I made a copy of my stem wall from my foundation plan, and I moved these copied lines onto the A wall layer, so now they're on the right layer. But you will notice right now I'm on some other layer. I'm on a dimension layer. I'm going to switch that in just a minute. But first, I want to figure out where to get started putting all these walls in here. And I notice that, well, that guest room is 12 feet wide off of this inside wall, and it's 12 feet deep off of this bottom wall. So I think I'm going to start offsetting right there. And I like to type O for offset. You could also use this offset button up here at the top if you prefer. I'm going to go O offset, and it says specify offset distance. All right, I want to offset 12 feet. So I'm going to type 12. Now, if I just hit enter, it will think I mean 12 inches. If I mean 12 feet, I need to add a foot mark. So there's my foot mark. I don't need a 0 or anything, just 12 feet. Enter. Okay, now it says select object to offset. All right, I will click this wall. And now it says point on side. I'm going to click over here because that's the direction I want to go. And now I'm still in the offset command, and I'm still set at a distance of 12 feet. It's giving me a chance to select another object. So I'll go ahead and click this bottom line here. Side to offset, I'll click up here. Now I have a couple of lines that are 12 feet away. They're not the right length, but that's okay. So now I think I will draw a line from this corner up. Now watch what it looks like. Oh wait, you can see that's a different color. I'm drawing on the layer that I had current. That's not what I wanted. So I will click on this line and move it to the wall layer. Escape. And now before I go any farther, now that I realize what's happening, I will drop down this list and I will select the wall layer and make it current. Okay, now I'm on the wall layer. Now I would like to extend this wall up to complete it, so I'm going to get the extend command. It's hiding right under the trim command. There it is. You could also type EX for extend if you prefer. Extend. Okay. And it says select objects, and what it's looking for is where's the boundary line that you want to extend to. I'm just going to hit enter because I don't care. I'm happy to select all, so I'll hit enter. And now it says select object to extend. Okay, here's the object I want to extend. If I select down near the bottom of the line, it'll think I want to go downward. If I select up near the top of the line, it'll think I want to go upward, which I do. So there we go. Enter. Now I would like to offset these lines and make a 4-inch interior wall. So I'm going to get the offset command again. Specify offset distance. This time I want a 4-inch wall. And if I type a 4, it thinks I mean inches, and I do mean inches. So I'll just hit enter right now. I don't have to put in an inch mark. And I will now select object to offset. I'll click this one and the side I want, this one and the side I want, and this one and the side I want. Enter. There we go. Now I would like to extend perhaps. So here's my extend command. I think I will just type EX because I like that. And I'll hit enter just to select every line as a boundary, and I'll see what happens. When I click this line to extend, it goes all the way up to the far wall. That's okay. Now I'll click this horizontal line to extend and it stops there. Well, that's pretty good. And I think I would like to extend this. See this wall right here? I'm going to click that one and extend it while I'm at it. Enter. Now I think I will do some trimming. That trim command is up here. Now I want to click that to bring it back on the top, or I could just type TR for trim. And I'm going to select all by entering. Enter. Now I'll select object to trim. See where it's saying that. Click, click, click. Now I need to go in here and select another little thing in there to trim. You can see how maybe I should have been more careful about selecting my cutting lines. I'll trim that one out. Okay. Now, it says that my foyer is 4 feet wide, so I think next I will offset and I will enter 4 feet. So I'll go 4 foot mark. And I'll offset this line here. Up on this side, there's 4 feet. And I'll extend that line. So I typed EX for extend, and I'll just hit enter for all, and I'll click on the end of the line I want to extend, and there we go, enter. Now I will offset 4 inches. It was 4 feet. If I just type a plain 4 with no foot mark, just a 4, now I'm offsetting 4 feet. Now I'm offsetting 4 inches. All right, there's my other wall there. Now, check this out. I'm going to use extend. I need to close off this end of the wall, the partition right here. And I kind of feel like the fastest way to do that, well, not extend. I think I'll just draw a line. I typed L for line. I'll O-snap here. And I'll go up here. There, that will work. And I'm going to O-snap on the end of that partition. And now I'll say, you know what? Let me undo that. I want to try something else. I think I will extend this line just to show you what will happen. I think this might be useful. So I'm going to type EX for extend instead of using our command up here. Enter, because I don't care where the boundary is. And I'm going to extend this line here. Now it only stops there. So maybe I do care where the boundary is. Let me escape and try this again. Let me type EX for extend. This time, when it says select boundary edges, I'm going to go up here and select this wall up here. That's my boundary. Enter. Now when I click this line, it extends all the way up. And now here's what I want to do. Right in here, there's a kitchen counter. And I happen to know that kitchen counters are 24 inches wide typically. So I'm going to offset this line. This is like a temporary line. I'm going to offset this line 24 inches. So O for offset, 24, enter. I'm going to click this line and offset it over here. All right. Now, I would like to trim. And I don't want to just trim to every blasted line in here. It's going to be time consuming. What I do want is I want this edge to be a cutter, and I want this edge to be a cutter, and I want, let me see, yeah, that's probably good. And I want this edge to be a cutter. Okay, enter. So I will now trim this temporary line I don't need anymore. And ooh, I messed up. I'm going to have to come back and fix that. I should have put one more cutter in there. That's okay. And then I'm going to click this line. I don't need that anymore. And now I need to do two things because I didn't quite do it right. I'm going to need to draw a line back in for this wall that I goofed up on. So I'll click endpoint and down to here. And now this line here, I need to trim out inside that wall. I could use trim, or I could just click on this line, click on that grip again to make it hot, and move that grip up a little bit. That works too. And now I will offset this line 4 inches. O for offset, 4 for 4 inches, and offset over here. Now, if you look at the floor plan, you notice there's a little bit more trimming we need to do because we don't have lines just ending like this at other lines. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, trim, and I'm just going to enter to select all lines as a cutter. And I want to trim out that line right there and this wall right here. Okay. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to trim one more time. TR for trim, enter. Enter to select the cutters. And I will click this wall and this wall there. And, oh, I missed one, didn't I? There's one right here. I want to trim that one out too. Oh, I went too fast. I want to show you. TR for trim. Select objects to be the cutting edges. I'm going to just enter because I want to select all. And now trim that line I want to trim. So now there's my floor plan. I still have a lot more wall stuff to put in, but I've gotten a good start on it here.